on here. It's going to be fast play up the B stairs. They're straight in towards the site. They're looking for this, but there's a crossfire setup. 2 players back behind the girders, and here's going to come the first shots. The kills, though, trading even. Inter's now making some noise. He's dancing, dipping, diving, dodging, ducking, staying alive, but eventually he'll lose his life. Just too many crosshairs trained on his position, and that leaves it to Shiro and Hobbit. Hobbit coming from the back line. Shiro, meanwhile, trying to clean up mid, and he might be able to. He's going to come up against Nico here. Nico looking for him, knowing that's an important head to find, and indeed he will. Puts all the pressure on Hobbit. Now, Hobbit's been good before.
Yeah, there was a couple shots just being missed in general there, honestly. Axel in the back corner had a tough time. He's normally a player that we expect to be hitting those quick headshots. Hobbit, obviously, I'm not sure what went on right there.
So, not too many concerns in that regard. Molly's in. Is that a double molly, or were those HEs in behind the cement back looking to see if a player be there? Flashbang used effectively. 2 kills. Ooh. Oh, no. They're looking for more. Kenny gets an answer back and a follow-up as well. Hunter now adding to their total. Going to make this difficult. They realize that Inters might have slipped in towards the cement bags, and indeed he has. He'll catch a nade for his efforts, but with 45 seconds still to play with, G2 are taking every second of that. They're taking their time. They're worried about a flank coming through. There is none to be had, but it's fine for G2 to make sure of it. I do like to see that. Hunter's just holding the side hall to make sure they can't get around that way. And they're waiting to see if a peek comes in. And you can see how cautious they are still of cement. Right? A problem. There's the molly that goes in, gonna force Inters out. He's got to move. He's dead. He's done for. And despite the low health, goodness gracious, Jesus, look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst position. If they can just keep him kind of safe-ish until they start that push, he can at least serve as kind of the first man in and at the very least try and prepare for a trade for his teammates. But it actually ends up being a Hunter who goes down initially, and Nexa got as well. Not a good start for the side of G2 here. They get picked apart on the ramp, and I think that was around mid even where Hobbit's able to put off one lurker who was trying to probe around that area. Good return by Amanek, so Shiro's down, but there's just no need for the other player to stick around aggressive anymore. He can back off. There's not much time for G2 to work with, and he's got an
considering
off as
how
well.
low Hobbit is, there's very vulnerable situation here on the site. This could be cracked. They need to get a pick here early before this bomb goes down. I don't think they fancy the retake. Kenny is losing a lot of health, and, well, he is going to get spammed. Thought, honestly, he might be caught by that Molotov, but it's going to be Inters to put it all down. 2 players survive here for Gambit. It's not exactly...
Yeah, he didn't want to stick around on that big aggression anymore. Nade, does that bounce back? No, it actually did go down. Not really doing too much damage, only a tiny bit on Nexa, and, well, now they're all just bursting up the ramp. They're moving real quick with this, actually. Shiro is delayed slightly as he takes off the head of Nexa. Smoke down on the side. Ali also delays the push, and going too good for G2. What? It's all Shiro on the hold right now. 3 already being found, and Kenny and Nico look like they've decided that, well, they're not quite ready for the commitment anymore, because they are being decimated one by one on the push, though. That's the issue. He was given the opportunity. The Opper should not be able to get away with 3 frags that easily without a trade.
You say that, but even then, I think that was just an incredible play from Shiro, because I don't disagree with you, but the reality is Amanek took his rifler out. You normally expect the Op to fall back at that point, wait for their teammates to come in and play retake, but Shiro just says, nah, I got it, bud. Not quite going to hit that. They're getting forward, but now he's got players with him, and so Kenny's not going to be able to get the bomb planted. It's all onto Nico. They know he doesn't have control. He's got 10 seconds. There's no reason to take the space, and eventually Hobbit will put him down. An up play from G2. They've got the guns. They've got some things working. Only the 1 rifle on Nico. But cement MG, pistols, and overwhelming blistering speed, but it hits a wall. It hits a wall. Looked like they might catch them off guard, but no, not going to happen. It is down to Nico, and he is the kind of player who can open this up, but he's going to meet the gun barrel of Shiro's off.
Yeah, this may not be expected.
There's no way to do. 2 kills. That's so bold. It does put Shiro in a really rough spot, but he's not going to be punished. He's going to be able to slip away. And that's important here. So now an advantage gained. Shiro has control of the side hallway. That's all he wants to hold on to. It's a retake setup. But actually, G2 has been late getting the bomb around. They wanted to confirm this kill on Shiro, and Nexa, well, he's denied. It's not so easy to kill Shiro, even when you have the positioning, even when you should be able to catch him off guard. He comes back in and brings it through. Nico will get 1. There's still 3 players alive. He doesn't have control of the bomb. He's only got 35 seconds, and there's a player wrapping back into spawn. So there's no way he predicts Inter's position, right? Certainly no way. He's going to get clocked upside the head in just a moment. He comes around with knife out, and that is going to be the kill.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of just your expect. Choose the T side, even if they might feel a little bit more comfortable once they swap over. Vertigo is tough though, so sometimes it just clicks on the CT side like it is right now for Gambit, and sometimes you struggle. And well, at the moment it's G2 who are struggling. I thought Hobbit got that spray control, but no. He did actually do the damage. It was Nafany though to finish it with the flames. And G2 suddenly have a man advantage. This is one of the best positions we've seen them in quite a while. And you can see Gambit instantly are forced to try and get something done. And, well, that's Shiro pushing up on mid. Inter's trying to body block that smoke. Not able to do much about it. And although Shiro had started pushing mid, he actually falls back off just as the lurker starts to come around. So this could catch him off guard. Oh, scopes up. That should have been heard at least by the player up close, but he's been spotted. Amanek shows his shoulder, goes back in, and then...
just roaming, trying to figure out where they were playing from. Now there's a player close up in the smoke. This is going to get weird. This is going to get weird. Inters figures it out first. He's trying to walk through. He's like, why am I not outside of the smoke now? It's because there's a hunter in your way. And the hunter will become the hunted in this situation. It's now all on to Kenny S. 2 players defined, and they split the sides of his scope. He's looking for the one he's got confirmed. Only 20 seconds to operate in. And he's going to have to give up an audio cue here with the tap. As soon as he does, Shiro comes looking. Shiro comes killing. No bomb plant for you. A kill confirmed. The advantage is not enough for G2.
Yeah, there had just been so much damage done before they even found contact there. And obviously Nafany able to capitalize on it with a grey spray down. Axel, the man who we said hasn't had as much action so far through this map, he's going to go ahead and snatch up a kill as well, finding that B lurker. And now it's all onto just Nico. Kenny Esk is dead before I can even get his name out in that sentence. So let's see what Nico can salvage. 57 health, 4 opponents, and his position not necessarily known, but at this point there's a very good idea considering they've also pushed up on B. Great shot on Shiro. He's actually expecting this flank to be coming in as well. If he can punish this kill, there is a potential open B bomb site for him to head to, but no. Axile is a little too quick. He seemed
to see if they give me an opportunity to talk about it. They've been really quick on some of their eco rounds. But Gambit, the backbone of any Vertigo play is how good is your A ramp hold. Axile, he's gonna actually get overwhelmed there. Did so much damage though on 3 players, but it may not much matter in an anti-eco. Problem is Hobbit comes back into the angle, and if this HE finds home, well, good luck. And here comes the utility. That's gonna confirm his suspicions. Now there's a second player there. G2 may have missed their window, but they should still have an opportunity at the very least at a bomb plant. This nade could be deadly. Oh, it catches one. Kenny now down for the count. Down to even numbers. Nico will be able to plant this bomb, I think. He's burning. Does he get away? No. The flames take him. The money is earned, but the flames, they take their sacrifice. Now it's left a hunter and Nexit to hold, and what was looking like a favorable situation has been melted away by Gambit. They're looking for more. Here's the fight. Shots need to be hit. Hunter will connect. Needs more. Can't quite have that, but it's down to the rifle. The rifle to hold. The first one found, a 1v1. Now Nexit has the clock to play with, but he's going to force it. He's going to make it happen. Finally, G2 are on the board.
But it helps. Basically negates the helmet on 2 of those players once that push starts coming in. And, well, it's a quick one, actually. Axel took it up close. We've seen them overlook this before, I believe. And, well, he's not really going to get a chance to do anything because Inters and Hobbit are too quick. He has now been spotted as well, but he's given room to back off as that B push is
towards the flank, all things considered. Nico's going to try and get lucky, but Axile's far enough back that he can't actually visualize where the player is through the grate. Now on comes the hit. Axile is low, but he's got teammates with him. So it's going to be tough. It's a crossfire setup with Hobbit on the other side of that smoke and Axile up close by the boxes. They're not looking for it. Kenny's dead. Flashbang well timed. It was actually Nico's flashbang. Never mind. Very poorly timed. But Nexit gets 2. And that might just get them a bomb plant. Indeed, it will. Bomb now down, but that means they know where Nexit is. Doesn't matter. A trade is there, but it's a 1v1, and Nafany comes out on top. For Nico. Nafany again has deep control. This time he's on the other side. This is the more traditional hold, but he hasn't actually employed it yet, I don't think. And they are going to come to clear it, but he's off by the smoke. He's going to get 1. He's looking for the second as well. Does good damage. It's not there, but his teammates have vaporized around him. They have been dismantled. They have been destroyed. The lurk on B is gone and down for the count. And Shiro has collected his prize, and he's looking for more. Out by the ramp, it's going to be Nico to try and peek around, but Nico is the only player who's healthy remaining. That shot is missed. Nico almost gets the kill back through the panel. He'll still play with that clock, hoping that they've rotated off, and they have gone back to check the mid flank, but now he's going to be spotted. The jig is up, they know. A smoke goes over just to cover that angle to give him something to try and isolate a fight. He's going to tap the bomb down, but he's running out of time. He's running out of clock. 10 seconds. First body found, players on him, and he has lost his chance to win this round. They don't even have to fight, but Hobbit will give him the mercy of a swift death. 4-11. 11 rounds in the first half, and we'll be back after this break.
Let's see. It is already a execute. We've got players here for G2, but there's not much that they can do as those smokes actually start to go down. They are going to be holding out on it. They don't have any HEs. It is flashes and smokes instead that they've gone towards, but there we go. Nico has snatched up a kill. They have all the players, as I said, already in position to get going. No flanks, though, so everyone's going to be pushing in from the spawn side of things, which can be risky as you're pushing up against those Glocks. But so far, the trades continue to just about go in their favor, but they're really taking their time with this.
They are going to need to get a move on here. There's a kit available, but there's no more smoke, so they're making their move now. Hobbit on the site is going to be the ace in the hole, perhaps. The defuse is coming in right under his nose. He doesn't realize it, doesn't react to it, certainly, but he will be the last one to falter. So G2, a nice retake on that. They do.
It is going to be that B hit, obviously, coming in. Amanek might be in some trouble, but he has teammates already moving back over to help him out. And, well, he took a very open position to take those fights. It does work out for 2, at least. And by the time his teammates get here, there's no one crossed over yet. So it's not like the weapon's even going to be picked up. So, yeah, it's no trouble. They should be able to retrieve the FAMAS as well. Axile wanted to make it a bit more costly, and he did.
Positioning by the Crane is tough to deal with, but they're anticipating a lot of play out from the side hallway, and it's just not there. Axile's now worked his way out. He's found Amanek. That could trigger the bail. He's on towards the B site. That means the flank will come in, but Nafani goes forward to get a kill. Nico takes 2. Now they're getting out of there. They're getting the heck out of dodge. They know they have B. It's dragged Hunter back to control it, but he's going to win the fight. Shiro gets Nico. Now they're coming back to A. It's a yo-yo approach. Back this way, that way, the other way. A 2v1, no health for Hunter. And he's going to try and pull off a massive clutch. He at least has the fact that they still need to plant the bomb to play off of. But it's going down right this second. He's running out of his window. And right now, Shiro is locked in on the angle. A re-smoke there to make his life even more difficult, but he's going to come through. He is going to creep into the angle. Shiro finishes him off, and that is done and dusted. Gambit take the 3 players. Now taking mid makes this very dangerous. The flashbang will cue them into what's going on. You can see the 2 crosshairs snap over. Now Hunter and Nico are both focused in. Hunter takes the first, but there's the trade. And another, as well as Amanek falls. Nico needs to do it all himself. He takes 1, he takes 2. So far, he's been good for it. And he'll take the 3rd to boot. Nico, the man who should be king on this roster, steps up when they need him most.
Of course, that comes true. They clear the sandbags with a molly, but they aren't able to clear out Kenny initially as they beat in, but they do get the trade, and an Axile pops the head of Nexus. Shiro snatches up Hunter, and it's a 4-on-2. It is on to Nico and Amanek to try and save this round, and pretty much to map with it as well. Nico, he got a little bit of a chance there. It was only a shoulder that showed for a moment, so he wasn't able to capitalize on it, but jumping up, he does get 1, and suddenly with Amanek also getting 1 from the flank, it does become winnable.
Time is of the essence here, and they would really like to isolate the fight against Nico, but he's gone further back. That's a nice play, because then Inters goes to clear, thinking he might be in the jump-up position, but that's not going to happen. Amanek's still all the way down by the ramp, so he can't really be that helpful here. That's a huge shot to hit. I think they've lost the round regardless. I don't think Amanek could even get here in time. He's trying, he's thinking about it, he's realizing, oh no. Oh no, that's map point. He'll take Hobbit with him, never mind. Hobbit is just too good. Let's see what they can do. Hunter trying to hold on with an MP9. He's lost a teammate. He's got a lot of players here with him, though, and this is going to work. She deletes the first. I think may have even gotten tagged by his teammate in the back of the head. There's Shiro, and Hobbit takes him down, but it's down to 15 seconds. They better move now if they want to do it. Hobbit trying his best. 12 seconds on the clock. Shiro just going to go for the kill. Trying to bait them in. Running out of time. Needs to punch in these numbers, and they recognize that he's not here. They don't need to give him the fight, but they're going to. And they're going to polish him off. Not much health between them, but they get the round through, and that's what they need. It doesn't matter.
Nexa has found a kill over towards A, I believe. There was one player lurked up the ramp, trying to serve as a bit of a distraction and hold those players in place while the B hit came through, but we can see that that hasn't worked out as intended. It is now only Shiro, and, well, he's got an AK, and he's got a couple more kills, making it a slightly...
An MP9. Make your money here. Kenny asking to strike first. It has been really nice to see him come alive now that they've had the AWP a little bit. Here's the flank from Hunter. He's going to be able to get 1. Can he get more? Yes. To the sidearm to secure it. That one's going to be a little bit too much to ask. But now they're chasing down the SMG from the other side. Nexa collects that. It's all into Shiro. Shiro would like to make some money. Make that AWP a bit easier.
Oh.
And, oh, goodness gracious. He looked like he was going to get the kill. Not much health remaining, but Nexa getting tagged up a bit. Finding the presence. Nico's been taken down elsewhere. Hobbit's now out the side hallway, and they know that, but Hunter, that's a big trade to get. If he doesn't find that, they can get very rough indeed. Do they think they dealt with him in towards the cement? They did not. But now the kills come in. It's a 2-on-2. 50 seconds still to play with. That bomb is down. And there is not much utility here for Gambit, which is the big issue. They need to get to that before that curtain of smoke disappears. And now that they have the bomb, they could leave if they want to, but no, they're going to commit back in. This is not a bad situation because Shiro can now keep his teammate alive, but the flash is out and it's too good. It connects. Shiro can't do anything about this. Now they're going to smoke and get on the defuse. Shiro going to have to play the guessing game here. Does he realize they're already on it? No. Gets one shot off before the defuse comes in. That is going to be round 11.
Are they aware of what else they're up against as well? Do they know if rifles have come out around that op is the question. Oh, nice molly by Kenny. Is it pushing the player out? It did, but Nafany got the kill.
He waited long enough. It didn't initially spread to his corner, so Kenny thought it was clear. But he just waits. By the time the tick spreads, he can come back around. Nafany's been dropped, but there's the trade as well. Nexa now down. That's the A site. Well, a little bit opened. Hunter does catch Hobbit. Could have been so dangerous if he faltered. As it is, they want to get in towards B quickly, so it's all going to be on Hunter. It's Hunter and Nico who need to do it all. Do they realize he's got in towards the site? Here's the first swing. There's the kill, but not the kill. Not yet, and that allows him to be brought into the op crosshair. That's a problem now. A 1v2 for Nico. Needs to pull off the clutch, and the bomb will be down long before he gets towards site. Axel might even be able to get a gun. Should be able to get a gun. Going to be coming around. The smoke could cover off a little bit of a defuse action, and that's what he's going to go for. He's just going to go ahead and try and stick it. Try and bait the response. Swings, and Shiro deletes him. A 4K for Shiro to confirm the map, and that is Gambit taking their own map pick. We'll take a break and be back soon to break this down. They imply a little bit of catwalk presence, but it's long where the hit is going to come. Hobbit connects some shots, and then they back out. Do they realize that Axel's here in the pit? Aminek's jumping for it, but I don't know that he's spotted just yet. Still Hobbit to play off of. They might be able to set up a bit of a crossfire. Hobbit goes looking. Hobbit finds. Nico down. Another as well. Hobbit will lose his life, but he's done enough damage. If Axel can find even one here, he sets his teams up very nicely. And he's going to start going looking for it. They have no idea he's here. Now he's got two players. Now he's got two players dead. A third as well. Axel makes it look pretty with the USP. And they could have inters as well route in from the site. Shiro wants to take up the angle out towards Catwalk. He will drop a Molotov to slow them if that should happen. But now pressure is on his teammate of Axel. And Shiro wants to get back to the angle. They left him so much responsibility. Axel's going to find one. He's looking for more. That's not going to be available. Shiro's gone forward. That's too bold. And he will get checked. So G2 on the board. And in an early fashion, that bodes well for the chances here on Dust 2. It's what we like to see. It is their map pick. Space taken. Hobbit, the insurance policy here and towards mid might also be a flank, but he'd have to go through the doors, and he has no information about what lies on the other side. Was smoked off for a moment. Shiro eats that flashbang. He needs to connect shots now. He can't quite find them. There's the one. He's looking for more. They're overwhelming him, though, and Glass Cannon, he will go down quickly indeed. Now his life is lost. That bomb is planted. The op only good for one, and another player follows him into the grave. This is not looking good at all. This time, though, they seem like they want to commit into the fight. NES looking for Axel, and that should be Aminek to keep him from even getting close. To try and catch that presence. Instead, we're going to have pressure on in towards B, and it's going to work out beautifully. Nice opening pick, nice follow-up as well. Nafany takes one for the doors, and this nade might be damaging, but it's not going to be a kill. And that's what he needed to give them a chance back into this. This should be a save at this point. Axel knows he has to deal with Nico in mid. Shiro will hold. That should be G2 taking the round. That's a nice kill, though. Fine for Axel. This round should be just about over. Indeed it is, as the bomb will go off, but no further casualties are likely to come through. Maybe if Hunter peeks through the long doors. Oh, he's going to. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. And he's going to be dropped by Shiro. Shouldn't make much of a difference, though, to G2. They've got plenty of cash. But again, this A setup is predicated on Shiro being able to hit a lot of very good shots. He was phenomenal on Vertigo. Haven't seen it yet on Dust 2. He's been fine, but we don't expect fine from Shiro. We expect greatness. Hobbit close up by the doors. Speaking of greatness. Going need to be. That's the first one dropped. X-Ray goes down to show how little he can see. Is unfortunately unable to connect. A blinded up Nico will still be able to clear him. There's the trade. Inters had to get that kill, otherwise he was done and dusted. Axel goes forward to try and get one more. It is down to a 2v2. And Shiro repositioning, knowing they're coming over Catwalk, might just want to play for the retake. They're wrapping on towards site, but no, he wants to get ramp. He wants to deny this bomb plant, knowing the time is of the essence. There's a peek, there's a shot. Huge one from Shiro. He's looking for the last, going for the jump to do it. Nico now in a 1v2, looking for the clutch and the bomb to play off of. Finds himself just a little bit of positioning. They're working up towards ramp together. Got to be careful not to quite line up. There's the tag. He's now low, and the finishing blow as well. Inters has it. Gambit are back Kenny will now set up a flashbang for his teammates. Hobbit dodges it. He gets one. He gets two. He's looking for more. He might just have it. Indeed he does. That should shut down the round. Kenny even tagged up, but there's no way he can win this. He's trying desperately, but he'll have to dive bomb right back into pit. Nafani will be collected, but the flank is on. There's no reason for Hobbit to give him a fight. He just wants to keep his attention focused so that Inters can get here and they can grab him after the clock. Kenny now trying to withdraw, checking that flank to see if he's coming up. Inters is here. Who's going to win this duel? Does he expect the player close up? He does. He actually goes looking, but he still gets tagged. But with this smoke in towards spawn, there's not much Shiro can do. They go ahead of it. Shiro gets one. He gets two as well before the smoke blooms. That drops the bomb into an angle that Axile can watch. He gets one. It's going to be planted, but it's a 3-on-2 retake. 10 seconds. Unfortunately for Gambit, there's no one to deny this plant. They just needed one more player up on the platform. But that's not going to happen. G2, a chance to hold on to this, but it's going to be tough. Kenny behind the car. Amanek playing from ramp. And they're going to run boost to clear it. Ooh, if they can succeed. Eventually, Kenny S is going to strike. The run boost fails, but he's lost his teammate. It's all on Kenny. And there comes the swing. They've dropped Shiro down. Shiro's coming for the hit, but Kenny is strong and good for it. Trying to do as much damage as he can to try and get out the long house. Here's the play. Axile gets one with the deagle. Actually, Shiro collected that. Shiro collects the second as well, but this is all the setup. Hobbit. Shiro can't peek again, but Hobbit again from the grain sacks. Oh, he's going to find one. That's the bomb dropped as well and confirmed. Nexus approaching forward, but this round has gotten a little bit out of hand early. Confirms that Nexa is in fact close up. Kenny S coming behind him. That's a huge kill to find for Nexa. Both players are still here. Kenny will go to the rifle to help his teammate with a little bit more mobility. There's a player by Gandalf. There's a player close up by the boxes. Nafani just with the deagle, but there's the flank from Inters. That's what they were waiting for. And pinched between two angles. They will go down. They will falter. They will drop to the floor, and Gambit drop back within one.
Oh, and well, another frag actually going the way now of G2. They're able to catch Nafani as the split is coming in, and well, Inters is screwed on B, but it's not even getting to that point before the round is basically already done because he had lost everyone who attempted to rotate over. As it goes into 5-on-1, where Axile, I was gonna say, could consider saving him towards this last round, but it looks like he wants to move in on mid. Given a little bit of a go, he's about to be caught on the left side as Nexa pops out, and yeah, we're tied back up at 7-7 now. Only the one casualty as well for G2, not a big deal going into...
So a 2-for-1 exchange. One of them's the op, so that is A-okay. Nafani knows there's a player right here. He knows there's a player right here. Did Nico spot him? It feels like Nico's holding for this. Nafani's like, come on, just come around the corner. Come around the corner. You know you want to. Kenny's looking for it instead. Oh, it just misses them ships in the night. The X-ray's on, but you can't tell how close that was. Axile, meanwhile, gets a kill outside of the tunnels. He'll get a rifle for himself, but Inter's caught in rotation makes this tough. There will be at least guns for them to attempt this retake in the last round, but it is a 2v3. And the bomb's now going down. Could be interesting. No, he splits the difference. Finds two targets, splits right between them. That could have been huge. Would have given them so much more of a chance if they'd been able to find one before they even started the retake. Love the attempt. Nexa now close up by the smoke. Nafani's doing a good job of distracting long enough for them to get forward, but Axile cannot connect the shot. And Nexa takes two to close out the half. 8-7. We will take a break here and be right back. And we're back here with the second half and into the pistol, apparently.
Okay, I thought I died or something. I was wondering what was going on.
We're halfway through the pistol. It seems like two players have dropped down. We've got the kills coming through, and on we go. Kenny going to get one, but he is traded. There's Nexa in a 1v2 now. Bomb not down yet, so he's got something to play for to try and deny it, and he will connect to one, but Shiro is there to polish it off. Gambit type the scoreline 8-8.
Never mind, they realize at this point now they do need to go forward, unaware of who could be holding or who could be flanking and such. Nice kill by Axile. Should give room for a potential bomb plant, but no, hang on. They need to deal with these ramp players first. They are doing it, but it is taking some time. But as I say that, all the frags are pretty much is Amanek lurking over, and yeah, they had left Hobbit on top mid the entire time.
Yeah, he's no idea here. But they're going to split in towards B, so it doesn't make that much of a difference unless they're coming in on the retake. Inters deletes Amanek. Both were blinded, I believe. But it's going to be Hunter on site. He gets two. He's looking for the third. Runs out of bullets, or he would have had it. Oh, Hunter. What a good impact. Now Nico coming back for the clear out. Don't know if he realizes Shiro's so close at hand, but Shiro's being tagged from top mid. It's all falling apart. That was looking like such a good setup for Gambit. But because he was in a tough spot, a crappy situation, and back against the wall, he comes up huge for the team. A B split could be effective. Two players on site, provided Hunter doesn't go Super Saiyan again. That means that they are vulnerable. I say that's a big provided, though. Hunter, if anything, is even stronger this round because he's got an AK. And they're going to go through the smoke. That's going to be Nico through the smoke. He does get caught, but Amanek finds one. They need more. Hunter this time has been silenced. Amanek, what can he do with the AWP? He's going to try and connect these shots. Can't quite land them as the player's hopping over, and Shiro will eventually find him, and that should do it. That should do it. This should be the save. Gambit maintain their lead. Keep 4 alive as well. The question becomes, can Nexa and Kenny save these guns? The AWP, obviously the most valuable. G2. They're doing a good job of this, but they need a little bit more. They're keeping it close. Close is not enough.
They are very quickly pushed up and close to those windows, and Hunter, he's not able to handle anything at all, apparently. Amanek now caught around the smoke, needs to come out with at least 1 kill, and he cannot make it happen, but he's got some assistance, at least from Kenny S, as it comes down now to a 2-on-2, as the bomb, well, it's going to be planted. There's no fighting for that anyway. Kenny and Nexa back into spawn.
This is such a tough retake. Couple of HEs, so they could lob them over towards a position of prey. Oh, there's a tag. They know where a player is now. That might inform the HEs if they get dropped, but they can't really get an angle with that molly down and towards window. And that really softens up Nexa, of course, for Inters' play here. There's the HE. Doesn't really find anything. That one connects, at the very least, but they're running out of time. They're running out of clock to do this with. The low HP player will bait for Kenny to come through, but Kenny cannot get it done. That's a 12 here for Gambit. They're going to be able to withdraw as well. Keep the... They're like, all right, there wasn't a response. There wasn't a player close up by mid. That means they're probably not here. Amanek on the site. If he goes down without anything, just not much doing here, and that's exactly what happens. They're going to come through, because why not risk it for the biscuit? You don't have much to save. You might as well try and make something happen here, and they have found a couple rifles to work with. As well as the smoke to give them some space out on towards the site. Wrapping around from the windows, dancing both directions. Hobbit gets caught between, and he'll be dropped from the panes, but Inter's looking for the clutch here. Now on the other side of the box from Nico. He goes looking, and Nico connects! A shot to the dome, looking for the bomb. He'll have plenty of time for the defuse. Still, what are they going to do with this position now that they have it? With him in towards CT. Kenny's looking for it. They're going to try and play on towards the B site. A drop down from Nico. That flash is not effective. Now they got to be careful. You're airdropping guns to him? Don't know that I want that. Don't know that I want that at all. Hobbit, can he find more? He's looking for it. Kenny's low. They delete the player on site. This is going to be the B site loss, and Hobbit still controls mid, and it's just Kenny with 17 points of health. How has this gone to complete shit for G2? Oh my goodness, Dean. This could be it. Kenny's going to save. Gambit are on to 13. The money is in the toilet for G2, and it's looking like that toilet might just be flushed here. Oh, goodness. Kenny, can he hold on to the AWP? No, he cannot. Not even that, take it in. Nothing doing.
He even gets caught there by Kenny. That time you can't really blame him for his death. It was unfortunate timing, but yeah, caught as he takes out the molly, trying to clear that close corner. And, well, with that, Gambit, in the 3-on-5, decided it's time to just try and hit B. And when they have hit B, they've been getting fantastic entries. And right now, we can see it is only one man here to defend. It's Amanek on the FAMAS. Needs at least 1 kill, and he will indeed find it on the Axile. A big name to claim, but there's still Shiro and Inters. He's been a little bit quieter on this map, especially in comparison to what he showed us on Vertigo. But alongside Shiro, these two names could still pull off this clutch if G2 give them an inch to work with.
Problem is, it's the B bomb side. They're going to be coming through, but there's still utility here for these T's. Okay, they dumped everything they had. This should be working. There's still the choke points. They've got to battle this out, and those are a couple big kills coming in. They've got to get through the doors. They're waiting for Shiro, but he's going to pop up at the right moment. Nico and Hunter. A sigh of relief from G. See if they can get a greeting. Decent nade damage, but this is distracting for long enough. Axile's just rocketing up mid. Nafani, he's the Trojan horse. They don't care if he dies. He just wants to get them in towards B. This is the play. Amanek, he's burning. He's been ticked. He's been dropped. The bomb's going down. It's a 4-on-3, and they still have to deal with Nafani in towards mid. This man has called a masterclass in these last few rounds. Who cares if he's getting kills? To best G2 and book themselves a spot in the playoffs of IEM Katowice. And Nexa will not be bringing his kit into the next round. That is another gun out of their hands. Every piece of equipment so precious now to this G2 squad.
He may only have 6 kills, but the impact of that one there is huge. Ooh, this is...
There's going to be Inters with an opener. Kenny was trying to get aggressive. Kenny gets punished. Amanek's going to be able to keep the AWP alive, but that's a position loss, and they're going to have to give it up. And meanwhile, Catwalk's being taken, and that is a major vulnerability. It's just Nico here. He's the only one who can do anything about this. They're trying to rip his head from his shoulders. He'll take the first, but not the trade. That's the site now lost. A player out towards long, but even a flank out the long house. His Axile's just going to hold for this. Nex is going to push all the way through. Does he get this kill? Certainly not. Even a little bit of patience there from Axel, just absolutely sure he was the only one. And now the waning moments. It all comes down to Amanek with a found AWP. Kenny's gun, Amanek's hands. It has to happen. A Molotov in his way, flames at his feet, his position known, and shots to the back. And that is Gambit Esports making their way to the playoffs of Intel Extreme Masters Katowice. They've booked their spot. They've 2-0 G2. We will be breaking this down when we come back.